Hello, and welcome to the daily card reading for Friday, June 20th, 2025, also known as Summer Solstice Eve. Thanks for being here. Welcome. We're going to pull a few cards today to get the overarching universal energies that we need to know today. Hopefully this reading will offer some insight, some inspiration, some problem solving. It's a good way to sort of look at the day ahead and understand the dynamics of the waves that we may encounter. It is summer solstice season, so there is a lot of yang energy in the air right now. I just did a quarter moon update and talking about how this is playing out for the moon phase reading and as we move towards the new moon. And it's only going to get accelerated as we get into this full-blown summer solstice energy. So enjoy the ride, everybody. Tomorrow's reading will be a mutual daily reading and summer solstice reading. I think that a lot of the reading that comes from tomorrow's reading will help us power through the summer solstice and the rest of the summer. All right, let's look at what we have, though, for today. As I said, June 20th, Friday, 2025. I'm using the Pulp Tarot today by Todd Alcott. Figured that was appropriate for the summer warmth and the heat. I'm not going to use a pendulum today. This feels like it's all going to kind of move right along. All right, I'm going to pull one card that is the universal, sort of the main theme of the day. That one right there. And then another one. Yeah, I was right. It's just coming there. It's summertime, hot and heavy. And again, another one from there. Well, that was smooth. So what do we need to know? What is our energy looking like? Not our energy, but what's the day's energy looking like? What's the universal vibe? Six of Pentacles, charity, finding ways to share, also learning how to receive energy. But then our bottom two cards, Nine of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Very nice. Nine of Pentacles has been coming up quite a bit for me lately. And a lot of Pentacles energy today, a lot of being in the earth, being in the here and now, the day-to-day, the 3D printed world, understanding our role in it. And that role today is to look at how we give and receive. How do we help spin the wheel for someone else? How do we help this wheel move along? And understand that by moving someone else's wheel along, we are moving our own. That is the biggest vibe that I felt almost immediately to take, because Nine of Pentacles is about earned success. This woman has done the work in order to get the rewards, right? She started in Maltese Falcon and among other, the grapes of summer. I don't know what that is. But she did the work. She is fully alive and fully emboldened in her success. And part of that success and riding that wheel and moving with that wheel is this sense of giveaway, this sense of helping someone else out, because sometime down the road, you may need help from someone else. It is that interchange of energy back and forth. I mentioned back and forth because it just kind of flowed out of me, but also the back and forth of the scales. By giving what you have that you can give away, you are balancing the scales. You are setting things in motion. And then when someone returns that favor, right, it is a continual back and forth of the scales. And to sometimes if you have had a lot of success, if you are looking at a situation today where a lot of things have worked really well for you and you are on this spinning of the wheel, especially with all this yang energy that's happening, and you have received all this success, it's time to level that out. Alternatively, If maybe you are on the side where you need help, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to receive the gifts that might come in today from the Wheel of Fortune, because this is all about an auspicious break, a shift in destiny, a shift in fate, that things are slowly spinning in your favor. And there is a sense of balancing that will happen today, or that you need to look at in order to help that balancing. I don't think it's going to happen automatically. With the Wheel of Fortune here, it may very well, with the major arcana energy of sort of being a supportive energy of the day, it might push those scales to even. So I'm not saying go out and buy a lottery ticket, but I am saying don't be afraid to receive assistance or energy that doesn't necessarily have to be physical pentacles, though this is a very physical reading in the here and now, in the earth realm. And the other thing too, like this actress, this person that has attained what they have attained through hard work, diligence, taking the grunt roles, taking the commercial spots, and has finally been able to achieve this level of success. This person knows very well, how to share that energy. I know I mentioned it before, but it feels very important that someone ahead of her gave her a leg up at some point. And now it will be time for you to hand that over to someone else and give someone else a leg up, to help someone else on the set to achieve something they want to achieve. So look for ways to balance the energy today in the form of charity, in the form of just reaching out and seeing if someone needs help, and being attentive and intuitive to how you might be able to do this. This could just be a way of sharing your light on the world, and maybe saying hello to people that you don't know in the grocery store, or a nod of the head. But this is a gift. This is an exchange of gifts, of energy, of in the real world, real life things. So that's why I mentioned a smile or physical communication. It's all about this wheel spinning. It's all about helping this wheel spin for someone else, or again, allowing someone else to help you on the wheel. So look for that today. Find ways to do that today to add to this energy. There's a lot of balancing going on today. Give and take, give and take. Okay. I'm going to pull an oracle card. I'm going to pull a card from the Enchanted map by Colette Baron Reed. Let me find the box here so you guys can see it. I always want to credit not only the people that like the cards, how they look, the work that's been done for the production and for the packaging. And I just want to make sure people people know the people behind the decks. So I think that's very important, especially in this day and age of fast information and quick knowledge. All right, what do we need to know oracle-wise as a punctuation to this energy that we've got going on with all of this? It's right in here. Yep, that's the one. Ghostlands. Very interesting energy to mix with this. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Let me think about this here. This almost feels like a bit of a warning to not ghost people. Okay. Let me look at the book. I think I have the vibe here. This is about not being in... It's going to be very important to be present today. It's going to be very... okay. So, Enchanted map. I had it here somewhere. There it is. Okay. Yes, exactly. The ghost lands is when you live outside of the now, when you aren't being present to what's happening in the here and now. You can stay too much in nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out to every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. Okay? So very much be in the now, be in the present, have gratitude present as well. This sense of how do I today focus on balancing these scales on how I can help out or be helped, because this wheel of fortune is moving. This wheel of fortune is spinning. And it's very important to not drift too far into the past or drift too far into the future of what could be, what should be. Oh my gosh, don't drift into the land of what should be. That is a particular rough ghost land, and I don't want anybody to be there. Don't worry about what should be. Worry about what is now and how you could help now or what you could do to assist or be assisted. Okay. All right, everyone. I feel pretty good about that. Excellent. I hope you have a wonderful solstice eve. Enjoy the energy out there. I always find summer solstice eve to be particularly enchanting and magical. And I will see you for tomorrow's reading for the summer solstice, as well as just the general energy of the day. They're pretty much one and the same thing. Enjoy this exchanging of coin. All right. Take care, everybody. Peace and strength. I will see you tomorrow.